It's funny because everyone's like, is she on drugs or something? But no, I'm happy to report that Winona Ryder just has the same gift that I do. We can see them, but you can't.
And they're everywhere.
Just like us. In your ears and in your subscription feeds.
We are filling all your holes.
I think that's the new slogan for the Big Damn Cast. Welcome back. I'm Big Damn Chris.
I'm Big Damn Man.
And have we got some actual news for you?
We've got some actual news.
It's been a busy news week for all things pop culture and stuff that doesn't really matter, but we're all going to die one day, so screw it.
It's been a big week for Geek Crates and Nerd Boxes. First of all,
ATST.
Star Wars Episode 8 has a title.
It does. What's the title, Matt?
It's called The Last Jedi.
That's a nice title.
Next up,
Yeah.
Batman. He's a hero.
Is
A
it?
superhero.
Well,
Yes.
yes, it is.
And Ben Affleck. Mm-hmm. He's a director.
Of films?
And also Batman.
Really? That's an interesting combination.
So Batman is no longer directing The Batman.
Wait a minute. You just said Batman.
Batman
is directing Batman, but Batman's no longer directing
no
Batman?
longer. Batman was directing Batman. Not Traffic, Batman. Traffic wasn't directing Batman. Batman was directing The Batman. Not Traffic.
I'm just picturing Ben Affleck in like full traffic warden gear, but with the massive meaty beef shoulders and the cowl, and the no neck cowl.
And his voice modulator.
Yeah. Oh God. Excuse me, is that parking inspector with you? I know she was with you.
Oh!
No, she's definitely with you.
Zinger.
You're wearing the same uniform.
Definitely not with him because you know who she is.
So I think that may as well just be we may as well incorporate that as the alarm bells for the DCEU going forward, because Wonder Woman had a few directors before Patty Jenkins settled.
They changed directors.
Flash has lost 2, maybe 3.
It's lost 2. It's looking for its 3rd, and it's getting a paid 1 rewrite.
And now oh God,
it was supposed to start filming
a year ago.
It was supposed to have started filming by now.
Oh my God! And now The Batman, a film that was to be co-written by, produced by, star and be directed by Ben Affleck, is now just being produced, script advised and starring.
He's still co-writing.
Is he still co-writing? Because last I heard, a different draft had been written by someone else
Jeff Johns
with Jeff Johns, and that was the version they were currently going with.
Justice League?
Oh.
Not Zack Snyder. Not Zack Snyder.
1250.
Let me fact check that while I also muse on the fact that so what he'd been saying
earlier in January, he was asked a lot of questions about it during the press junket for his new film.
And he seemed to get a bit upset about the fact that
everyone kept asking about Batman instead of Live by Night.
But no one watched Live by Night.
It was also a vanity project, so it sort of seemed a little bit like, mate, no offence, but you being Batman might sell a lot of tickets to Live by Night. People might come see Live by Night because they like your Batman.
Warner Brothers didn't fucking market it.
Nope.
So, do you think that was a kind of a fuck you thing to Ben Affleck?
Quite possibly, which may be why he then sort of made it clear in a bit of press junket nonsense that he might not direct Batman. He was like, we'll see how it comes together. If I'm happy with the script, it'll all go ahead. But at the minute, I'm not happy. So that was his problem. I think that was his retaliating fuck you to Warner Brothers. He was like, publicly, people are now starting to go, no, he's not going to direct it. And then he stated on Jimmy Kimmel that he's definitely going to direct it to clear up any panic and confusion.
Directing this.
And less than a week later, Ben Affleck steps down as the director of The Batman.
Yep.
I think he regrets signing on for this project / this role completely.
I don't know if I'd go so far as to make that assumption. But
think about what he was saying at Comic-Con 2015. He was going on about the film we've made. It's so complex, so emotionally layered that I still don't get it all. Like, people smarter than me are going to get this. The whole, it's very clever defense for ages. And then the film comes out and he doesn't talk about the film. He talks about playing Batman a lot. and then he's kind of avoided referring back to Batman v Superman at all.
I mean, he is the best thing about that film.
Is he? Is there anything best about that film?
Well, I'm not going to talk about quality, but in terms of relative quality, yeah, I think so.
Is he? Is he?
So Chris Terrio,
Is he?
it's Chris Terrio,
Is he?
who helped on Batman v Superman and Justice League. He also wrote Argo.
Okay, so even if Affleck's not directly writing, this is his writing partners, they're probably spitballing and throwing ideas around.
According
together.
to Deadline, he's just turned in a rewrite, and he's an Oscar-winning writer. So that.
I mean, that's encouraging, but at the same time...
That means that he's liked by a bunch of old white men, at least.
Yeah, but at the same time, recent sources have all pointed to this movie being... Warner Bros. Have basically gone, the Arkham games sell well, do that.
Yeah.
And Deathstroke's been cast, and apparently the version of a script that was in existence a couple of weeks ago was based on Supermax.
Yeah,
the Green Arrow movie that did the rounds for like 15 years.
Yeah, for those
which is
of
basically just Arkham Asylum, A Serious House, and Serious Earth
exactly.
with Green Arrow and a bunch of DC villains.
Basically.
So we're going to get a shit version of the best Batman experience outside of the animated series, which is Batman Arkham Asylum. We're going to get a shit version of that where Deathstroke's in it for some reason, and it's being handed around like crazy and the director doesn't want to direct it.
Pretty much. I feel like we do. I feel like we harp on the old DC movie stuff a lot.
But it's very easy to because it's just panic zones.
But I don't want to be the person who's taking cheap shots at it. But it does.
But listen, Matt, the alarms are sounding.
The alarms
just
are
listen.
sounding.
Pick up your ears.
That was the Wonder Woman theme. For those that sang in the club style.
I love you, baked potato.
I really hope they can turn it around, but it's just so frustrating to see a film company just fumble every turn. Like, throw everything they've got at it and just fumble it every time, and then watch someone like the Marvel folks over at Disney just hit everything.
Well, Lucy and I were discussing this last night, actually, because we've been having a bit of a Harry Potter marathon. For those who didn't guess, last week's episode wasn't recorded last week.
Chris had business to attend to.
Yes, naughty business. But I was at the Harry Potter making of Warner Brothers Studio Tour in London. And before, we watched Philosopher's Stone to get in the mood, and then as we got back, we went, let's keep going.
The only thing Philosopher's Stone gets me in the mood for is a nap.
How dare you?
It's not.
I mean, it's not aged well at all.
It's not very good.
But I'll give it that first sort of 20 minutes, right up to the end of Diagon Alley, that's untouchable. You can't touch that.
I understand.
Magical. It's magical. Hagrid rocking up at that shack and just being like, I brought you birthday cake. It's a bit flat. I sat on it, but sure it'll taste the same. It's so sweet.
I understand its significance, but it's not a very good movie.
How dare you? It's a fine family film.
And neither is Chamber of Secrets, because Chris Columbus is not.
Chamber of Secrets is also...
He's not an incredible director.
Chamber of Secrets is also a fine family film. But Chamber of Secrets has some of the best set pieces in the book series.
It's fine.
So the film inherits some of that instant classicness because you've got those set pieces.
Fine.
It's got a flying Ford Anglia getting beaten up by a tree.
It's fine.
Goodbye, friend of Hagrid.
Anyway. Prisoner of Azkaban, on the other hand, is a great movie.
It's superb, and then sets the tone going forwards.
Which then none of them live up to after that.
No, but they all take Alfonso Cuarón's approach and follow him as opposed to Columbus.
Listen, real Harry Potter talk. Only Prisoner of Azkaban is a good movie. All the others are
I would
fine.
argue Goblet of Fire is pretty damn solid.
Not good. It's not good.
Well, I guess I know what our future topic of the podcast is going to be.
They're
How
fine.
Matt is completely correct.
They're fine.
I'm just masked slightly by my adoration.
As good as they are.
Anyway, you're just jealous because I've got a wand. The point is...
that's what you call it.
We were watching that and we suddenly realised that Warner Brothers are in a Harry Potter-less panic and still are. In the same way Sony are. Neither Sony nor Warner Brothers have a franchise that is successful.
There's certainly nothing that can... And even Fox, who have X-Men and a couple of other bits and pieces, none of that can live up to the juggernaut that is the MCU and Star Wars that Disney are dominating.
Plus their own animated releases and live-action remakes
So Disney now own the summer with Marvel.
Yeah.
They started pumping out a Marvel movie in October, so they own the winter. They get Star Wars out at Christmas. Now they own Christmas as well.
Yeah.
The other studios are really floundering to find something that can challenge them. People like the movies that Fox and Warner Brothers make. There are fans of the DC stuff, but
just look at Sony, man. Like, we need with the Spider-Man movies in the early to mid 2000s were a massive success. We need that again. What have we got? Well, James Bond, we're just the distributor now, so we don't make all the money.
And also James Bond's floundering as well again. Because they're not sure what they want to do with it.
Well, exactly. It's this big sort of clusterfuck. But even so, they're just the distributor. So they don't have they don't get the cut of that. Like they don't get the biggest slice of pie. They tried with Ghostbusters, heavily misguided sort of approach, and
they're having to share Spider-Man with Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, which is why they're churning out their animated movie as well, which I think we'll touch on actually in a bit because that was announced last week while we were away. Dirty swine. But that way they'll obviously make all the money on that one because it's not a Marvel, it's not an MCU doodad.
That's assuming it makes any money.
Well, I think it will, and we'll get into that in a bit. But like they've done that. Pitch Perfect isn't a franchise for the whole family, but they're trying to make that a franchise.
I keep seeing what look like fake posters for 3 over the place.
There is a third one on the way.
But those posters are fake, right? The ones that keep popping up on Facebook.
I'm not sure. It might be that teaser thing. It might be that they released them at a Comic-Con or something late last year to sort of tease the movie. But Sony are trying desperately to come up with a franchise, and Warner Brothers, DC, they own all DC, and it's just such a misguided slapdash approach.
And
add to that, Fantastic Beasts was an alright film that had some of the magic of the Harry Potter franchise, but doesn't live up to any of the films, I'd say, in the franchise.
I think they're also...
But they've already greenlit 4 sequels for that.
There's definitely...
4 sequels. So they're going, we know it'll be a success, and this will be our new Steam Train franchise, plowing through Moneytown.
They're definitely reeling from the gigantic failure of The Hobbit.
Yes, that too. I keep forgetting that was Warner Brothers.
Because
who's Lord of the Rings? Who put Lord of the Rings out?
It was New Line.
New Line, so it was Warner. Yeah. But exactly, it's like they're all panicking. And I think this is why Disney play it safe sometimes with Marvel, because if they play it safe, they will appease who they need to appease.
And
they won't make a terrible movie, because they'll make a movie they know is at least a 6 out of 10.
Even the worst movies Disney have made under the Marvel banner, and even the worst movies that Marvel Studios made before they were owned by Disney, are pretty good.
Yeah.
They're fine. Slightly more fine than any of the Harry Potter movies, but, they're fine. They're not garbage fires, even the roughest of them, which is probably Iron Man 2 or Thor Ragnarok. They're not bad.
Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor Ragnarok are probably the 3 that...
I like Incredible
I do
Hulk.
like Incredible Hulk, but they are the 3 that sort of don't push as far as the others. They're the ones that don't quite... Thor the Dark World tries, but it's just a bit bleak. I think having a Game of Thrones hand at the helm actually kind of steered it a bit too much in the
main problem with
we're
Thor
forgetting
Ragnarok
this has a rainbow bridge in it kind of direction.
It didn't have a compelling villain.
It had a freaking compelling actor.
They had a great actor, but they didn't do anything.
It had a compelling actor who was given sod all to do, much like one of his peers being a compelling actor and having been given sod all to do.
Which
shall we talk about
the fact
the red velvet lined elephant in the room?
Peter Capaldi will be leaving Doctor Who at the end of season 10.
That's right. Paul Caprison has stepped down from the role. He's leaving in the Christmas special of 2017. I agree with several people on Twitter that it would be absolutely amazing if they didn't tell us who the next performer was, especially if it's a name, and we just saw them on Christmas Day.
But guess
that would be that would be a reason to tune in. But no, we'll find out next month or the month after, probably in a press release, because they'll. But then again, we might not, because normally they announce it because they know they're going to be filming. However, Chris Chibnall, the new showrunner, starting with next year's series, has said that now Broadchurch 3 is wrapping up, he's going to take a break and get his head into the right place before taking Doctor Who. He says he wants to take it on completely. He wants to just focus on Doctor Who. Which is great, because that's him sort of subtly throwing shade at Camp Moffat. But at the same time, that means we might not get another series till next autumn, which means another fucking wait. And by that point, the public will give no shits anymore. Like, it's so odd. But at the same time, with the new actor at the helm, that would definitely refresh it. I don't think we're going to get into the chat we got into last week, because the internet have started doing that for us.
Yeah.
Should the next Doctor be X, Y, Z? I don't care. As long as they're a good pick.
Care.
I couldn't give a crap as long as they're a good pick.
Woman, man, black, white, alien, don't give a fuck.
But the internet seems to be split in two ways directly with Capaldi in terms of Doctor Who fans.
That never happens.
I know, but normally there'd be three camps. There'd be the casual fans who'd just sort of be like, "Oh, that's a shame," or "Oh, that's alright, that's fine. I'm not too big on him anyway, whatever." It just seems to be the smaller portion who people who are still watching it, who are going either, "Oh my God, Daddy, no, don't leave! Oh God, Peter is big." I mean, there are also people who are just like, "Oh, that's a shame. I really like him. That's going to be sad." Fair enough. But I'm talking about the extreme opinion. And the other opinion of, I think this is fine because a refresh is what the programme needs to convince people to come back.
I just wish we'd have had more good Peter Capaldi. Because he's brilliant. And then he's just been, like you said earlier, as we segued neatly into this topic, smoothly and lubricated. As you said, he's just not been given anything worthwhile to do. It's been a ridiculous waste of a brilliant actor. And it's been so frustrating to watch. And I think it's good for him because it means he can go and do interesting projects and continue to be brilliant. And it's good for the show because it needs a refresh. But it's just a real shame that a lifelong fan of the show got to be the Doctor and then the opportunity was squandered by just inept decisions at every level of production.
And that's the thing, because Pietro Cadamaran has tried his best to actually do something with it, but I think he lacks a certain, and it's horrible to say this because I love him as an actor, I do, I think he's great. He lacks a certain talent that Matt Smith had, where you could deliver the worst script to him and he would still convince you to watch. Like, the episode could start, you'd be like, "Oh God, this is going to be a terrible one," but there was just something about him that was infectious. But that might be more down to the fact that his Doctor was warmer and more approachable, and a bit of a big kid sometimes, which at least made you go, well, wavy McSpaz hands will keep me entertained for the next 40 minutes if the script doesn't.
Yeah.
So there is that. It's just, oh God. And that's therein lies the rub. Because, Pinata, what's his name? Pinata, I'm trying to think of another, Cartwheel. Pinata Cartwheels is a talented guy, and it's a shame that the most solid his Doctor has been in terms of not chopping and changing and everything was a glance of his eyes in the 50th anniversary.
I think that's harsh.
I was not critique on him. I mean, in terms of the character having this is who he is. It's always mysterious. And that was it. Every other episode it was, now he's wacky. Now he's like a dad who tells crap jokes. Now he's nasty. Now he's compassionate and kind of like Matt Smith, but not. You know what I mean? It's just, there's theories online that say the sleigh ride in Last Christmas is the turning point between series 8 and 9 where he suddenly lightens up.
I think,
but he was never horrible in series 8. He was just short-tempered.
Yeah.
And then series 9 begins with him basically having a midlife crisis. So it's like he lightens up, does he? Then why is the next time we see him having a bloody midlife crisis in medieval England on a freaking tank and everything? It's like there's no consistency at all.
Yeah.
It's like just none.
The difficulty with the character.
And why is the TARDIS cheering him up by giving him antlers? Sorry, that really bugs me.
I can see.
Oh, God.
The difficulty with the character of the Doctor is also the character's biggest strength in that he is so flexible.
Yeah.
And open to possibilities. Which means that if you let him do too much, you then lose the core of who the character actually is, and he just becomes he's a jack of all trades and a master of none, essentially.
Yeah.
And it's just not as... The more holistic you make him, the less interesting he becomes, because the less defined he becomes as a character.
A lot of people argue that he has a story arc in terms of his character progression. Citing moments like the sleigh ride and everything as turning points. I would argue no. They said, but he develops. I would say this. Every Doctor's first series, they're usually alright at the start. Like, you get a sense of them, and by the end of that first series, you go, I like this Doctor now. Like, I've got it. They've got it. Then in their second series, they tend to develop a bit more and they change. They develop more quirks. They're clearly comfortable in the role as an actor at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Capaldi, I think definitely he was comfortable by the end of his first series, but he wasn't being given things to say that were consistent.
No.
So everyone's like, oh, he develops. No, it was just him getting more comfortable, but now he's having to play it differently this week. He's having to change it this week. I would say in his entire run, this was online as well, so people were saying like, oh, what's been his best episode? And I'm like, well, if we're talking about his best performance, probably Heaven Sent, because it's all him.
Yeah.
And he carries that for 45 minutes, and it is a great performance.
And until he emerges on Gallifrey, it's a pretty solid episode and concept.
Yeah. I would say the best episode of his era, for me, arguably, is Mummy on the Orient Express.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Because it's the only episode I feel that you could have appeared in any of the eras, so it feels like Doctor Who. I'll say this: if you're gonna miss him, we give you our love and emotional support for this thing that, once again, doesn't really matter. We're all going to die one day, so let's invest time in it. Like, if you're going to miss him, we're really sorry for you. You know, like, we hope that his last series and his last episode gives you everything you want for the closure of your favourite version of the character or whatever. If you couldn't give a shit, welcome to 80% of the original viewing figures.
Life is hard, get used to it.
Get used to it, such is life. Or as the French say, such is life. That is a plagiarised joke. Credit to Stuart Lee. Not Stuart Lee, Stuart Francis. Oh God! No! What have I done? The point is. But I think the rest of us, I'll be perfectly fine with it as long as he gets some decent stories to play with in his last series. I want that for him. And for us, all I'm asking for is for the return of Malcolm Tucker to British television.
Oh.
Because if ever we need
the thick of it so badly
the thick of it to return,
we need it so badly.
it is now.
Oh boy, do we need it. And he did say, you will see me again.
He did. But then Peter Capaldi and Amanda Iannucci said, yeah, you're never going to see this character again now.
No!
Peter's playing Doctor Who. We are not bringing this character back. I'm not saying bring him back right away, but I'm sure we've got at least another 4 years worth of time where he will be most appreciated.
Need Malcolm Tucker. He's the hero. Maybe not the hero we deserve, but certainly the hero we need right now.
And I wish Peter best of luck going forward in every possible thing he does.
Because I think he's great.
He's magnificent. I just, it's a shame that...
And by all accounts, a lovely, lovely, lovely bloke.
Yeah. It's just a shame that we didn't, we didn't enjoy his Doctor, but...
I enjoyed...
Yeah, we didn't enjoy his Doctor.
I enjoyed more of it than you did, I feel.
Now, I feel almost insensitive to use this to segue into this particular bit of news next, considering 90% of the internet just seemed to talk about his turn in Doctor Who when referring to his back catalogue.
I think it's just the circles we move in.
But yeah, there is that too. We lost John Hurt last week. And I say we in a selfish way, because the world lost a fantastic talent who, despite facing a horrible disease and almost conquering it these last 2 or 3 years, continued to tell stories and entertain and perform because he loved it. And that's really sad. I mean, like I was saying, a lot of the internet going, goodbye, War Doctor.
That's...
Some people were saying, like...
It's hardly his most iconic role.
Like we send you love, and we hope your regeneration goes smoothly. And I'm like, jog on. Because, okay, yes, he's lovely in Day of the Doctor, but this is the Elephant Man.
Yeah.
This is Kane in Alien. You know what I mean? Like, this is freaking... This is... Oh, I forgot the character's name, but like, Hellboy. Like, to a generation...
Broom,
It was his name, so Dr.
Broom.
Dr. Broom. To a generation, he's Dr. Broom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Christ alive. 1984?
Yeah, Winston in 1984.
V for Vendetta?
Sutler in V for Vendetta.
Oh, God, what's the... Oh! I'm trying to remember what it's called. The one where he... Oh, God, he goes to America. Englishman in New York.
Yeah.
That was freaking brilliant. Like, this is...
Naked Civil Servant.
Naked Civil Servant, oh my God.
John Hurt was just magnificent in everything he did. And, yeah, he'll be missed. He was a great actor. 77. So,
I know.
a good run, but young.
Yeah,
relatively speaking, for a lot of British actors.
Especially when you looked at his energy and his
especially
work rate.
A lot of that generation of actors now are getting, and the generation before are still around and still working quite a lot. And it's, 77 is old by any stretch, but could have had another decade in him, probably, the way a lot of people are going nowadays. And it's just a shame that we won't get to see any more of it. But what a fucking back catalogue to go through of what a legacy of work he's left behind. So go and enjoy some of that.
Go watch some John Hurt.
Yeah.
You mother truckers.
Yeah, do it.
Do it! I'm sure that's what he would have wanted, for us to say to people, go watch his work, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think that's what he would have wanted.
Go watch my work! Too soon.
Terrible.
What else is terrible?
I don't know.
All good.
I don't know. Bring me some things. My list has run out.
Okay, well,
That's the end of my list.
touching back on Spider-Man, Down Boy. Sony are producing an animated Spider-Man movie.
Yes, I'm aware of this. I believe it's not Peter Parker.
Not just that, it's not MCU.
Yes, I
So
knew
it's
that.
its own thing, and they have confirmed...
Just like David S. Pumpkins.
And the skeletons are...
Part of it! Not the part of David S. Pumpkins, not part of the animated Spider-Man
The world
film.
needs David S. Pumpkins now more than ever. Miles Morales is making his feature film debut as Spider-Man.
Mini Morals
in the Spider-Man animated movie from Sony, which will be coming out in late 2018, I believe.
So, yeah.
Which means that they're well underway, animation-wise, and probably have already voiced and recorded the whole thing.
So who is playing him?
Good question. We don't know, as Pete.
We do not know. Do you think they're not going with Donald Glover again, like they did in the
I think he sounds just a little too old if they're aiming for him to be kid Spider-Man.
Just a smidge too old.
Yeah, I mean, on Ultimate Spider-Man, you get away with it because he's in like a story arc and stuff. But like for a full film, it might be a bit of a stretch. But definitely cast him in it. Cast him as his uncle. Cast him as the Prowler. That'd be cool. So he's not Spider-Man, but he's like Spidey's mentor.
I think he's a little too young to play his uncle.
All right. Cast him as his mum. Now, I saw one video online that said, what's going to be a bit difficult about this is based on their adaptation, some things have been pinched for Homecoming. For example, Ned Leeds is Gank 2.0.
Basically, yeah.
So, you're probably not going to get away with that.
You've got to have Gank in it, though.
But also,
Gank's his best mate.
in this animated movie, is it going to be set in a world where Peter Parker was Spider-Man and is now dead?
See,
here's the thing. We have to take our clothes off. Sorry.
No, that's not the thing.
Sorry.
So this was my argument
I was a Gym Class Heroes kid for most of the 2000s. I apologise. Ow.
This was my argument for why it made sense for Peter Parker to be the MCU Spider-Man over Miles Morales straight away. Not that they shouldn't do Miles, but because I think he's a really cool character. But
if Tom Holland was willing to play the part for several movies, you could eventually tell that story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For those of you who don't know the background of Miles Morales, he becomes Spider-Man in the Marvel Ultimate Universe after...
Which was a refreshed hip and pop and lock-in and modern take on the Spider-Man story.
I think we can get into the Ultimate Universe at some point in the future.
Maybe on A Big Damn Love?
I'm working with that. Maybe. I think there's definitely a couple of Ultimate stories that could qualify for a good old Big Damn Love rub down.
Dirty swear. How do I put this? Ultimate Spider-Man is my favourite comic book of all time. So, got a lot of love for this. And eventually, what's beautiful about it is it kind of has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's written by Brian Michael Bendis the entire way. And this is the original run, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Mm-hmm. It's about Peter Parker, and we go through the story, and everyone's a little bit younger, and it's a little bit different, and things are told differently. Norman Osborn's the Green Goblin, but the Goblin's a beast, and, just like little things, like Uncle Ben is less sort of wise old sage, and more kind of,
More of a rice magnate.
Right, yeah, well, swine. No, not a rice magnate. He's a banana loaf eating, aging hippie.
Uncle.
Oh, God. And like Doc Ock stories tied more into Osborn's, and like just the way they weave it is better.
Christopher.
MJ's there from day one. And
the point.
Yeah.
Get to it.
The point I'm making is, same writer for the majority of it, same artist, and it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And the end results in Peter Parker, and it's about 2 years after. I think the whole thing is like over 2 years. 2 to 3 years because he's still in high school.
Yeah, so
And he's 15 in the first book.
Yeah, so
and,
3 at the most.
He's 17, maybe 18. I think it's about 17.
Yeah.
Because there is a time skip between Volume 1 and Volume 2 when suddenly they're in a house with like Iceman and everybody are living at the Parker home.
Spider-Man has amazing friends.
God, yes. Peter dies. He dies saving his neighborhood and Aunt May, and he dies. And then Ultimate Spider-Man came back. I think for a while it was just called Ultimate Spider-Man still, wasn't it? No, it was Ultimate Comics Presents Spider-Man.
It was Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. So, it started off as Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Then after the first relaunch, it was Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, but it's still listed in the indicia as Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah. Then the third reboot, which is where Miles Morales was introduced, then it became Ultimate Comics Spider-Man for proper, and then it became Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And now...
Essentially, they're all... Well, we won't get to that because that'll complicate even more.
No,
but essentially, it's the same book. It's Ultimate Spider-Man, just has different names. So if you're seeking it out, have a little Google just to make sure you're getting the right volumes if you want to follow it. But eventually, shortly after Peter's death, we meet a new character. We meet a kid called Miles Morales.
Yeah. Who,
I can't remember, how's he get infected? I think it's one of the spiders.
It's another one of the spiders.
Is stolen by his uncle, who's the Prowler, which is a great adaptation of that character.
I think it might be actually an attempt to recreate the spider that bit Peter, because I think it happens after Peter's already Spider-Man.
Yeah, because Osborn is seemingly thought dead at the end of the Peter Parker storyline. Like, cause he does like the last thing and then his arm drops. But then you find out later on, no, he's still around.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Miles gets the powers, I believe, while Spidey's still about.
Yeah.
And it's Spider-Man's death that makes him go, I'm going to step up. I'm going to help. And it's just about this young kid being mentored by the stories and the knowledge of Spider-Man rather than anyone actually telling him what to do.
Yeah, he's
which is amazing because it's basically like this kid has his heart completely in the right place and he wants to do the right thing and he wants to honour the memory of this dude who he like looked up to and worshipped. And he's so out of his depth.
Yeah.
It's which is nice because Ultimate Spider-Man Peter's quite young in that one. Like they really play on him being a teenager.
And Miles is even younger.
Miles is 13. Yeah. So it's like it's beautifully told. But again, Brian Michael Bendis writes the whole damn thing.
Still writing it.
Still writing that character, and it's just like my God. When was Ultimate Spider-Man? 2000.
2000. Yeah.
Oh my God, 17 years writing that
He's
story
been writing
arc.
Ultimate Spider-Man for 17 years.
Which is brilliant because you get to actually feel it play out. Which is nice.
Yeah.
So, Miles Morales is getting his own animated movie from Sony. Will it have anything to do with the story of Miles Morales as we know it?
Yeah.
I hope so.
You can do Miles Morales without
over-egging Peter. And you could mention that there was a Spider-Man and Miles looked up to him.
You could have him as the first Spider-Man, but you need someone to fill that Uncle Ben role. Because Peter is Miles' Uncle Ben. Not literally, but in the sense that he's the person who inspires him to take it up. That's where that comes from. And you just need something like that.
Like a step up to the plate moment with a character that's important.
Oh, shit gets real moment.
All I know is I want it to be. It won't be considering how long it is before the film comes out. But it'll be CGI. But if it had been hand drawn, I would have been delighted.
What if it is hand drawn?
I don't think it is because it would have got out already because they would have been working on it for at least 3 years already.
What if they just have a lot of people drawing it?
Then it won't have a fluidity like a hand-drawn animated movie should do, where you have a director of animation assigned to each character.
What if Sony have created Alchemy Time? Are
you giving Sony credit? Tim Curry, what are you doing here?
No.
Oh. What was Tim Curry doing in the room?
Well, sometimes he just slips in.
That's what.
And then comes into the room. Hey!
That's what she said. Oh, get out of here! I'm gonna get you. So yes.
By night, he's a hell of a lover. So one thing I forgot actually.
Oh.
We remember Preacher, don't we, Chris?
We remember Preacher. Our second episode was about Preacher.
We had opinions about Preacher.
We did.
Dominic Cooper, the Preacher himself,
Hallelujah,
has shared a little picture from the set of Preacher season 2.
I've been watching Preacher season 2. It's weird because Dominic Cooper's just
Preacher season 1.
No, season 2. But it's weird. Dominic Cooper's been recast with Jude Law, and it's just basically about shouting at people in the Vatican.
Yes, I like that. Very good.
Thank you.
I'm
here all week.
Now. So
Genuinely,
I didn't finish Preacher
because
I just
couldn't give a fuck.
I just didn't care about it where it was going anymore. But
I think I gave it 6 episodes and then went, I don't need to watch anymore, but I think it's alright.
I can't find this picture. Damn it.
What's the picture from the set? So it's going to be a picture of the characters, right?
No.
It's going to be a picture of one of the locations, right?
No.
It's going to be like a picture of, I don't know, like a significant moment in the series, right?
Also not.
What's the picture
of? Well, it is a picture of Dominic Cooper's befooted feet.
Yes. Befooted.
And what?
Bebooted.
On the road.
Aye.
And what a
The tale of the preacher.
Potatoes! And what appears to be a length of severed bloody intestine.
What?
Yes.
That's his teaser for season 2.
Yes.
Here's some entrails, everyone.
That's something of a tone setter.
Putting our best foot forward. Covered in viscera.
Viscera.
Viscera. A lovely woman.
She's lovely. Very red. So...
Married a wonderful butler who's so violent.
Hello.
Hello.
Your internet doesn't like bleedingcool.com, just like everyone else. So, now, it seems like they're gonna go on the road in season 2.
Like the actual book.
Like the actual book. From what I gather, the season 1 ended basically, and it...
It did end.
It did end. But it basically confirmed what I was thinking going in. That, this whole series is basically a prequel to Preacher.
God, there it is.
There we go. Just a length of severed internal... It looks like intestine to me. So...
Or a lot of chest bursters spooning.
Oh, let's... Preacher versus Alien.
Just give him time.
So
give Dark Horse 5 minutes and a bit of leeway, they'll make it.
I've recently read a couple of I've read both the Aliens Batman crossovers. They're ridiculous.
Oh, you read the Superman ones?
I've read
the second one where a facehugger leaps at Darkseid, he grabs it in the palm of his hand and just crushes it.
The only one I've read...
He lets it struggle for a second, then he just crushes it, and the blood barely scathes his glove, and he just goes... Like, what is this?
The only one I've read of that is Deep Breath.
Right.
Superman versus Aliens versus Batman versus Predator.
Piss the fuck off.
That's
not a thing.
Actual comic, which I have read.
Oh, God.
I've got a collected edition, which is Superman, Batman... not Superman, Batman. No. It's Batman Aliens, Batman Aliens 2... Superman Aliens 2, Green Lantern Aliens, which stars Kyle Rayner, the worst Green Lantern.
However, face protection. So, the smartest Green Lantern when fighting Alien.
And Superman versus Batman versus Alien versus Predator.
Good God.
I haven't read all of Green Lantern Aliens, and I haven't read the Superman ones yet.
Call me when Earth is less dumb, please.
But anyway, Preacher Season 2. 13 episodes.
The Preacher!
13 episodes, and I just held up 4 fingers. I don't know why. Because I don't have 13 fingers, I guess.
And also, you can't see them.
And also, you cannot see me. You can't see me. You can't see me.
I would go for a John Cena reference, but fair enough.
Always Beatles. Beatles, then Cena. That's how it goes.
Beatles, then Cena.
It looks like they're going to go on the road, so we're going to head into an adaptation of the comic with them heading off on a quest to find God. And also it's been confirmed that Hairstar is going to feature prominently in season 2, and he's basically the big bad of the series in a way. But there's all sorts of colourful characters and weird people they come across during the show that is during the comic series which was ripe for adaptation on the show. So yeah, the tone I felt of the first season was right. It just got a bit dull. And they made some weird decisions, which I was like, So I'm hoping they can pick it back up for the second season. I will finish off season 1 and before I give season 2 a go. But, yeah, that's happening. Christopher.
Yes.
Talking about finishing season 1s.
Yes.
When are we going to do our cluster section?
When Satan skates to work.
Because I've still got 2 episodes to watch.
I've got 5 to watch.
Oh well, we need to watch them so we can dig into it on not this podcast, not this episode, but this podcast show that we do.
It's dead. Its final episodes have gone out on BBC One.
Yeah.
No one watched. It's dead.
It's dead. So we need to conduct
a burial.
An autopsy.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that would come before the burial.
We need to cut the Y incision into its chest.
Oh, God.
Peel back the flesh. Crack open the ribs. And rip out its cold heart.
Class review coming soon. So, in slightly less disturbing news, Flash and Supergirl have got a crossover on the way.
Super Flash.
Superlash Flurl.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Grant Gustin and Melissa Benoist are Glee alumni. And they got some people with some fantastic pipes on both their casts.
Oh, have they?
Oh, yes. And Belanti and the CW crew have all gone, we should probably do something about this. And for at least 2 years, they've been talking about, we'll do an episode of Flash that's a musical one at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Supergirl, we'll do an episode of Supergirl. Yeah, it's happening. We're getting a Flash Supergirl crossover. The villain is a Batman Brave and the Bold villain. The Music Meister.
The Music Meister!
Previously... I don't know what that voice is.
That's my... I don't know what the Music Meister sounds like. That's just my... my evil voice.
Well, he's only appeared once before, and he was voiced by Neil Patrick Harris, and vocalised by Neil Patrick Harris, in Brave and the Bold, in a fantastic episode that's really weird. And now he's coming to live action. I think Music Meister's just been in Brave and the Bold, to my knowledge, and is a Lego figure in Lego Batman 3, Beyond Gotham.
He was very popular with the fans.
Brave and the Bold. It was a musical episode. Got a chance to hear Deirdre Bader singing, and Black Canary was like... There was a Phantom of the Opera thing going on with Music Master and Black Canary. He became obsessed with Black Canary and her voice and everything. And it was really cool. And now he's coming to live action, portrayed by another Glee alumni, Darren Criss.
Yes.
A.K.A., to idiots like me, Harry freaking Potter from the Harry Potter musical.
Yes.
I cannot wait for this now, as weird as that sounds.
How excited are you?
On a scale of 1 to 10, rigid.
I'm going to get you more excited.
I'm like a 7. I'm like a 7 on the scale.
I'm going to get you more excited.
I mean, it would have been beautifully meta if Neil Patrick Harris had reprised the role. But I get that they want to sort of keep the Glee thing going, because then this way, fans of Glee, who've obviously been without that for years, will go, what? Oh God, we're tuning in. So that's kind of cool.
Chris, I'm about to get you so excited.
Does Jesse L. Martin sing?
He
better do.
I don't know if Jesse L. Martin is going to sing. But,
sorry, I'm puking with excitement. Is Martian Manhunter going to sing?
Rachel Bloom has written a song for it.
Shut the front cunt.
YouTube and...
I can't believe I just used that word, but sod it.
YouTube and... Crazy
Welcome to the last episode of Big Damcast, everybody.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend?
Yes, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
YouTube and Crazy Ex-Girlfriend star Rachel Bloom has written a song for the crossover. And not only is it a duet between Grant Gustin and Melissa Benoist, it's also called Super Friends.
It's a comedy musical song written by a brilliant comedy music writer to be sung by two people in spandex. By two massive lovies from a massive cult phenomenon musical TV show. This is quite possibly the stagiest bit of news we've ever had on the show, and I'm excited about it.
For the Flash Supergirl crossover, because I don't really watch. I don't watch Arrow anymore. I don't watch Legends. I watch the Flash, and I try and keep up on Supergirl. I think they're the two best
I don't think the other two are bad shows. They're
No,
they don't really have the clarity, consistency, and sort of sense of
I don't think they're bad.
sense of direction that the other two
They're
have.
dull.
Yeah.
Maybe is the worst thing I can say about them. I don't think they're bad. But the Flash is fun and interesting and not afraid to be more than a little bit silly. And Supergirl is also fun and interesting and not afraid to be more than a little bit silly, and also has Melissa Benoist in it.
Melissa Benoist. It's Ben West. Let's say Benoist, because it looks like Benoit, but every interview I've ever heard as the S and the T are there. So
Benoist.
Let's say Benoit. Benoist.
And also, Fat Kev Smith's got his episode a bit coming up soon.
Yes, he has. He went out in America last week, didn't it? So we'll get it in the UK next week. We're usually 2 weeks behind, aren't
Possibly. I need to catch up. I'm really behind on it because I always, whenever shows in like that in the States take the mid-season break, I always then fall behind because I forget it's back on.
Can the episode just end with Tyler DLLL Superman rocking up, just
it's two
belting out a power chord and saving
Tyler
the day?
Franklin. It's 2 episodes.
Shut up.
No, it's a Flash episode and then a Supergirl episode.
So it's an hour
or
and a half.
Or a Supergirl episode and then a Flash episode.
So basically what we're getting is a feature-length musical episode.
Split into 2 halves with an intermission.
Ah! Sorry, I've just realised that they'll probably broadcast it on the night with an intermission, won't they?
Oh, I think it'll be separate. Sorry, I was just nuzzling the cat. I think it'll be
That's
separate.
not a euphemism yet.
I think it'll be I don't think it'll be the same night.
Oh, I hope it's on the same night. And I hope
could.
instead of the usual ad break, they just have a card that says intermission for 15 minutes. That would be genius.
Can you imagine them giving up that much ad revenue?
Okay, 5 minutes, but have the ads in like a oh god, what's it called? The screen.
Oh,
thingies.
picture in picture.
Yeah. There's like a name for it, a TV term for when it. I don't know.
We're gonna
it's like the
squash
squeeze, something
the
like that.
credits.
Credit squeeze.
Oh, shit.
Credit grope.
But
Speaking of grope.
No, the reason that you just looked over into my tablet and see what was searching and why you made that reference is because the Flash actually had a pretty big upswing in ratings for its last episode because all the other 4 networks were showing Donald Trump's Supreme Court pick. So everyone who didn't want to watch that.
Everybody switched over and watched the Flash. I mean, that's hilarious, but also that's very telling, isn't it? That's so telling. Let's bring some more joy back into the world, Matt.
With
the Lego Batman movie's out in a few weeks.
It is.
In a couple of weeks, actually. In fact, no, a week. And we'll probably talk about it episode after next. Expect a review on probably my YouTube channel between then, I imagine.
I'll try and get to see it with you.
Oh, handsome Sram! But, bit weird, isn't it? But, by all that is holy, what's great about Lego Batman movie being in cinemas, aside from the fact we're finally going to get a Batman movie where it's not taken that seriously? Lego merchandise! Friend of the show, Billy Tracy, apparently blew a lot of his recent payday on Lego Batman merch the other day.
It blew his wad on all that sweet plastic.
Well, now I'm more than happy for him. But
Don't do that.
alongside the Lego Batman movie has been the release of Lego's most popular bit of merch over the last couple of years, the blind bag purchase, where they'll release a bunch of minifigures, usually about 15 in a series or thereabouts, 15 to 20. In a bag. You can't see what you've got until you buy it, take it home, and open it up.
But the good thing about them is because the minifigs are always just the right size for fitting right up your bum.
Indeed. Unless you click the base to their feet, in which case...
Well, that's the plug.
Oh,
So you just better hope it doesn't come off. Oh, it's a trip to the A&E for you, sonny boy. And some awkward conversation.
Now, this series of minifigures is based this year. The first series is based on the Lego Batman movie, and as part of the plot of the movie, from what we can tell from all the trailers, is the Joker unleashes an army of, Z-list villains. So the majority of this blind bag wave of Lego figures are the Z-list villains from the film, including, is that Eraserhead?
It's a dude who is wearing a
pinstripe suit and has a rubber for a head.
Yeah, and like the mask is the metal bit that connects the rubber to the pencil.
Now I've already had a few of these. I've got King Tut. I've got the Calculator. I've got an electric lady who I don't recognise.
I'm looking it up for you now, see if I can work out who she is.
And I've got Pisces as well.
Pisces?
Oh, sorry, not Pisces. Zodiac. I call him Pisces because he's holding a fish. Zodiac.
Pisces.
Now, there's a few main characters. There's Joker in his prison duds. There's Harley in a nurse outfit. There's Barbara Gordon in sort of like a makeshift Batgirl outfit. There's the Coffer.
She's very tan, so she looks a bit like Jezebel Jet from the Grant Morrison one.
Are we talking about Barbara Gordon?
Is that Barbara Gordon in pink?
Yeah, outfit? she's black in the movie.
Oh, that makes sense then.
Because I've seen pictures of Gordon. Gordon is black.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Harvey Dent is also black because he's being played by Billy D. Williams. In an attempt to actually let him be Two-Face now, considering he was kicked off of Batman Forever and replaced with Tommy Lee Jones by Joel Schumacher.
I did not know that. I really like that.
Billy D. Williams is Two-Face in the Lego Batman movie.
I love Batman. I didn't know about them making the Gordons black. That's actually really cool. I think that's really cool.
Diversify the cast, make it a bit more interesting. They also made Dick Grayson into just a little dork, but I'm down with that because he looks hilarious and he gets the best little bits in the trailer. Lucy's favourite bit is the where he's on the conveyor belt and he goes "Wah!" off the end of it.
My favourite bit, Robin, is
secret camera.
RIP.
I can only look you in the eyes right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, in a new item I like to call, we're going to open a blind bag Lego figure. I have got a blind bag Lego figure.
Before you open it, I know who the lady is.
My mother.
And I don't think she's got I don't think she's got electric powers.
Oh.
She is...
Oh?
The Mime.
What?
The Mime.
What? Is that a DC character?
She's an obscure Batman enemy.
Oh my god.
Her real name is Camilla Orton. She clashed with him in 1987.
Yeah. During that burst of, we can create new villains. Oh wait, no we can't.
She's a talented, precise, practiced mime. She's a classically trained dancer. She has electrified gloves.
Right, okay.
So she has...
So when we say they're going for obscure ass characters, we're not wrong. Matthew Watson.
She is the daughter of a wealthy industrialist named the Firework King.
The Lego Batman movie's opening up new avenues to you to stuff you never knew about.
The Mime!
Shall we see if we've got the Mime again? I hope I don't. Because I don't want to get a duplicate. If I get a duplicate, we might have to start a Patreon or a donation pool so people can pay for us to get the full set. Because it'd be really boring if it was a duplicate every week. Okay,
Research.
Would you like to commentate on the actions that happen?
So he's using the scissors to carefully part the plastic top from the plastic bottom. And the top is all the way off. It's all the way off. He's opening up the bag. The crinkle of the bag is sweet. And I can see his face. His face is jubilant. Let's tip it out. Tip it out. Tip it out. And the plastic has hit the floor.
I've got the one figure I really wanted.
What is the figure you really wanted?
I seem to have acquired in my 6th blind bag Lego Batman movie purchase, Batman in his Hugh Hefner style smoking jacket with a lobster on a microwavable plate.
The official name for which is Lobster Loving Batman.
Of course it is.
Lobster Loving
Why wouldn't that be its name, Matthew?
I actually have a complete list of all 20 figures in the wave.
So who we got, fam?
We've got...
Because one of them looks a bit like Orca, but I might be wrong.
I'm gonna show you the list. Because there's pictures as well. We've got Lobster Loving Batman.
Yeah, we do.
We've got Dick
Have
Grayson.
we? Alright.
We've got Arkham Asylum Joker. Nurse Harley Quinn.
Giggity.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes.
Glam Metal Batman.
I've got that one. Glam Metal Batman.
Catman.
I mean, that's genius that they've...
Catman is a real character.
I know, but it's so obvious. Just
there is a real character.
Recolour the Batman outfit, and you've got Catman.
Clan of the Cave Batman.
Clan of the Cave. Oh, he's a caveman.
Vacation Batman.
What? Oh, I've got that one. Yeah, I've got that
His
one.
little rubber ducky. Fairy Batman.
Of course.
Barbara Gordon in police outfit.
Yeah, she's the new commissioner.
A pink power Batgirl.
So Barbara Gordon in makeshift outfit.
The Red Hood.
Joker style Red Hood, which makes me delighted.
Calculator.
Yeah, I got him.
Zodiac Master.
Oh, is that his name?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I've got him as well.
Orca.
It is Orca! Hey, do they have boobs? That's the question.
I can't see. King Tut.
Because Orca was always sort of like a, usually done as a lot. I know, it looks like a bloke. They've not given it any of the usual feminine wiles. Orca was always usually sort of like a sort of a very heavy-set woman with a killer whale head.
March Harriet.
March Harriet. Oh, is she from the Mad Hatter's gang?
I think so. Eraser.
Eraser.
And Mime.
Mime?
Mime.
The Mimes of Moria.
That's a pretty good, wonderfully obscure set of villains. That's magnificent.
It is, isn't it? It's genius because
also
the main Lego
loving
sets.
Batman.
The main Lego sets are full of, like the well-known villains. So it's quite cool that the Blind Bag series is the who the hell are these characters? That is so cool. Well, join us next week when we will have 2 packets, and we'll see what the fuck's going to go down in Batman Town.
Catman.
Maybe, unless they sell them all.
Catman.
Do.
Catman.
Now, you've been getting in touch with the show using the power of the internet. If you haven't been in touch before and you'd like to get in touch, dead simple, hit us up on Twitter, BigDamnCast, either using the hashtag or follow us at BigDamCast, or email bigdamcontact@gmail.com.
Or don't, see if I care.
He does care, he cares
I
a
do
lot.
care. I cry at night when you don't do it.
He cares so much.
I cry alone at night too often. You smoke and drink and don't come home at all. Only women bleed. Only Catman bleeds. Only Catman bleeds. Yes! First email comes from Google. Says, new sign-in from YouTube on iPhone. That's actually what we don't need. Jacob!
Jacob!
Hello, Jacob. Hello, Jacob.
Hello, Jacob. We're gonna buy you a hat and mail it to you. We're not, Jacob, just to clarify. We don't have the budget for prizes as of yet. I mean, one day. Maybe we will mail out the blind bag copycats.
Hello, Chris and Matt.
Hi.
This is going to be a short email as I'm in exams this week. Well, good luck for that, Jacob. Although I think we might be a bit late for that now because obviously we recorded this show last week early, so this came through after that. Anyway.
Good luck retroactively.
Yes, I hope that goes well for you.
Hope you weren't emailing during the exam.
And I desperately need to study, and in the words of the great Patrick Troughton, I am scared stiff. Last week, someone asked you if you would do commentary for Doctor Who episodes. Would you consider doing a commentary for the Star Wars movies? We have maybe and possibly will or will not consider possibly maybe doing or not doing commentaries for some things, which may or may not include episodes of Doctor Who and or may not include Star Wars movies. We have not decided yet. Is the long answer to that question. Decipher that. Now for Doctor Who questions, which we must reluctantly answer, Chris, so I want no enthusiasm from you at all on this, or it'll be an instant fail.
Okay, one second. Ha-ha!
If you could have any prop used in any Doctor Who except a TARDIS, sonic screwdriver, or a Dalek, what would you have? Personally, for me, it would be either an Earthshock Cyberman gun or Lynx's gun / cigarette holder.
So what's that? If we could just have any
prop from Doctor Who, apart from a TARDIS, sonic screwdriver, or Dalek. So something obscure.
I think if you have to just pick the one, McCoy's Brolly. Just classic,
like
classic,
that
or a Pertwee cape. So you could swish around corners looking fabulous.
I do love a Pertwee cape. I would have.
That's some green bubble wrap.
I'd have a Pyramids of Mars and Mummy.
Oh, just stood there in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
You'd bang your tits on it every time you walk past.
Its huge barrel chest.
This massive bazongas. With its big old Egyptian melons.
Out of all the villains in the Doctor Who universe, which do you think is the most frightening? I think that's supposed to be. Please don't pick the weeping angles. I think
it's frightening. If we're talking sort of like it gives you that reaction of "ah," like really sort of just spooked and freaked out. I guess Autons, man.
Yeah,
because just them smashing through a window that shit me right up, son.
They are particularly creepy.
They're killing me from the inside, just the thought of them.
Yes, I think they are actually, literally killing you from the inside. I'm not sure about that. What's frightening?
Muse! Clockwork Droids are pretty spooky.
Clockwork Droids are also spooky. I'm gonna go with the Naimon. Because they're terrible.
That frightens you.
Yeah.
More than one could ever know.
Actually, I've never seen Horns of the Naimon.
Really?
No, I've never seen it.
There's a Doctor Who story I've watched that you haven't. I find that hard to believe.
Kroll's terrifyingly bad as a puppet.
Creature from the pit.
I don't know. That's how you talk to it. Honestly. No, I think I'm going to second your Autons vote. It's the blankness of this. It's the Uncanny Valley thing. It's they look almost real, but not. And then the dummies just look like dummies. Stop it.
That's what's weird, isn't it?
Which villains would you want to return either from classic or new Hugh? Kroll, obviously.
Obviously, Kroll. Well, a bit of news this week. The Ice Warriors are back in Series 10.
Yeah, the Ice Warriors are back in Series... Well, they paid for that costume and that puppet. They've got to use it.
And then they didn't use it for 4 years.
They've got to get their money's worth somehow.
I would like to see... a bit of a cop-out answer. I'd like to see Sontarans of the original kind rock up again. Like, I don't just mean like the look. I just mean the ones that we last saw in Poison Sky.
Yeah,
like where they are just warmongers and murderers who take glee in battle.
Any Sontaran who isn't comedy Strax.
Yes,
basically.
Hell, based on score, Dan Starkey can play the Sontarans.
Yeah. By all means, have Dan Starkey do it, but just not be Strax.
Yes. And the other cop-out answer is nothing else, because I would just like to see some original cool stuff now.
I'd like an alien pastiche with the Wirren.
Oh, God. You're literally killing me.
Tell me you wouldn't like that.
I kind of would, actually.
Tell me you wouldn't like that.
I kind of would.
Will you be watching Series 10? I'll give it a go.
I think we kind of have to now, because...
Things can only get better.
Oh, God.
Can only get better. Now I found you. Yeah. Yeah, we've got to give it a go, haven't we?
I've got a morbid curiosity.
Also,
Knowing it's Capaldi's last series, I'm just like, come on, let's see what you got.
We can talk about it on this wonderful show.
On this fine... podcast.
Because we're going to get asked about it, so we're going to have to talk about it. If your favourite Doctor didn't exist, who do you think would be your favourite Doctor?
The one who doesn't have the really cold hands.
If there was no Tom, it'd be John. If there was no John, it would be someone else.
So wait, what? Like, if your favourite Doctor didn't exist, who's your favourite Doctor?
Yeah.
So basically, who's your second favourite Doctor? John Pertwee.
Yeah, there we go. For both of us, actually. What do you think of a Paul McGann Netflix series?
We've answered this a couple of times.
I have. Sign me up for 12. Pitch your ideal Doctor Who spin-off series. We've also done that.
Yeah.
Also done that a couple of weeks ago. I think we came up with the idea of a unit series with past companions.
I think that was the sensible answer. I think mine was really facetious.
Yours was brilliant. What was yours again? It was the Chesterton one, wasn't it?
That was... not even going to tell you. Go back and listen to it,
Go and have a
people.
listen.
Go find it.
Go
It's
and have
like
a
2 or 3 episodes ago.
As long also, a little final from Jacob. Why is Donald Trump bad at Tetris? Because he likes to build walls.
That, I mean, you'd have to be pretty good at Tetris to build a
they
wall.
disappear.
Oh, yeah.
So he has to make them so they don't disappear.
I wish he'd disappear.
He'd be better at tricky towers, really. This one comes from Nerve Sphere Studios. I don't have a name. I just have an address.
Oh, cool. Hey, guys.
Anonymous.
Or guy.
Anonymous.
Or gal.
Or person. Big, quite small damn questions.
I'll take it.
What are your opinions on the show Ultimate Spider-Man on Disney XD? I have just sat through a few episodes and I think it's a bit shit, but gets too much hate in my opinion. Getting mixed signals from you there. Also, I've been getting into comics and graphic novels again. What graphic novels would you guys recommend? We touched on that one again recently, but we can go back to it because...
Well, that's the last one I think was Supergirl Marvel DC specific, so we'll open up a bit more.
Okay.
Ultimate Spider-Man, cartoon, not based on the comic book of the same name.
No.
Well, it is in one way.
It's based on Spider-Man.
Peter's got long hair in it.
It's not based on Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's basically, where the comparisons begin and end.
Yes.
I say facetiously, but...
like all the Disney XD replacements for already existing Marvel animation shows, it's not very good.
No, I hear it gets much.
hate
I hear
it.
it gets much better as it goes on because they lose the wackier sides and it becomes more about just telling action-based stories. And
I don't hate it, but I'm not in love with it. By any
No.
means. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it.
I've only watched 2 full episodes. I watched the first one, which I really didn't like, and I watched a Spider-Verse one, where the first half was set
I think
in the same universe as Spider-Girl, so like he met Mayday Parker, and the other half of the episode was set in 2099, and that was all in CGI, and it looked kind of cool. But it wasn't particularly brilliant. Like you say, like it's Spectacular Spider-Man and Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes were smashing. And
Earth's Mightiest Heroes was so
Then
good.
Disney XD did that thing that all these channels do where they replace them every 3 or 4 years to keep it fresh and sell more merchandise, even though they don't sell toys for a bunch of these things. And the replacement shows were kind of crap, so yeah. That's my review in the form of phlegm.
Comics and graphic novels recommendations, Christopher.
Well, again, like I say, we'll repeating a few here, but like if we were just saying, go check out if you want some superhero ones, Superman Birthright.
Yep.
Batman Hush.
Mm-hmm.
Batman The Long Halloween.
Yep.
Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1.
Yep. Spider-Man Big Time.
Spider-Man Big
Great
Time.
jumping on point for the ongoing Spider-Man series.
Tell you what I did read actually recently. I dug a lot actually. I dug the first volume of it. I wasn't keen on the second arc, but Captain Marvel, the Carol Danvers stuff.
Oh yeah, which
the first story arc of that Marvel Now's the first one. The first story arc was quite a nice
where she goes
introduction.
back in time and
yes,
yeah,
that one was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Ms. Marvel, actually, the
Ms. Marvel's fun.
Ms. Marvel's really good.
Yeah. If you like things a bit more violent, a bit grittier, I highly recommend Hack Slash by Tim Seeley.
And by the same token, Preacher.
Yes.
By Steve Dillon and Garth Ennis. Also, their runs on Punisher. Welcome Back, Frank's pretty cool if you like Punisher. The Mark Waid's Daredevil run is really good, as is Frank Miller's. Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four, Jonathan Hickman's Avengers, although that can be a bit dense if you're not used to the universes, so it's one to go to if you know the characters a bit better, but it's real good.
And if you're up for a laugh, pure and simple, and I don't mean this in a condescending way, but if you're just up for a laugh, pure and simple, track down any of the original sort of first batch of issues of anything by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby, so like Fantastic Four and Incredible Hulk in particular.
Simplistic by today's standards.
Yeah, but a lot of fun.
But fun, especially the Jack Kirby stuff. I've read like the first the first volume of the Doctor Strange Masterworks.
Is that Ditko?
It's Ditko and Lee, and it's all from like Strange Tales. So they're all shorter stories. Really cool, actually, really cool, and especially when you finally go into like magical realms and Ditko gets to go crazy with his art.
Should we give them one each where we're just like, this is the one where if you've got like 10 quid on you now and you're on Amazon and you're going to buy one, pick up. If I'm going to put forward one of them, I'd say pick up Batman Hush. It's a blockbuster in a book.
I don't know, because if you want to get, I'm going to say if you want to get away from superhero-y stuff.
Yes. Okay, that's the superhero pick, Batman Hush.
Try Saga from Image Comics.
Saga's fun, yeah.
Try
The Walking Dead Volume 1.
I fell off The Walking Dead, but yeah, it's worth giving it a go because you might like it.
That first volume's nice and tight. It's told quite well.
Why the Last Man? From
I still need
Comics.
to read that. It's Brian K. Vaughan, right?
Sandman by Neil Gaiman. Also, Phonogram by Kieran Gillen and Jamie McKelvey. If you want weird Britpoppy music is magic, really cool stuff. Volume 1's called Rue Britannia. What else? Oh man, there's fucking loads of stuff. We literally could do a whole episode about this stuff. Keep an eye on our YouTube channel as we go through our new show, Big Damn Love. We will be touching on various comic books. I've got Chris's... The first episode, which was Chris, was on Spider-Man Kraven's Last Hunt.
Which I wouldn't recommend as a first off.
Not first off, but it is a good...
Something to read when you're a bit more invested in Spidey and his villains.
It's a good story. It's a great story. And then I'll also be... The one I'll be doing in a couple of weeks' time...
Oh, tease.
...is... essential reading for that character, and you should give a go. But I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you to come and watch it on our YouTube channel.
Stay tuned.
Okay,
gentle viewer.
And finally, Lewis Christian, whose views and correspondence we may or may not endorse.
Just to clarify,
in
a vague way,
we will not clarify our position. Hello, Matt and Chris. Chris.
Yes.
Divert your A's. Divert your A's?
Divert my A's and dot my lowercase j's.
Divert your A's away from this email.
Oh, God.
It's for Matt's eyes only. For you'll now find out
my favourite
why.
Bond film. For Matt's eyes only.
Just like Thunderbollocks. Instead of Doctor Who questions, I thought I'd throw together a quick-fire quiz for Christopher Eccleston Johnson.
Oh, shit.
With Series 1 as the specialist subject.
Wait. You're telling me he's put together a real quick-fire quiz about Series 1 of the Doctor Who revival?
Answers follow...
My favourite 13 hours of television ever made.
Answers follow each question, and Matt's word is final.
Oh, tits.
So, without further ado...
Oh, Lewis, you bastard. Okay, let's do this.
Question the first.
Oh!
In Bad Wolf, the android asks the following question. The Great Cobalt Pyramid is built on the remains of which famous old Earth institute? What does the contestant incorrectly answer? And for a bonus point, what was the name of the contestant?
Fudge! Oh my god, the correct answer's Torchwood. I know that much. I think. What was the name of the contestant? Christ, you know what? There's picking up on details and then there's not I have no idea. Go on.
The contestant answers with touchdown. And his name is Broth.
Damn it. Is the correct answer Torchwood to that question? I assume to the Touchdown Institute.
I would assume that the correct answer was Torchwood.
Because that's the first mention of it. Sneakily, a year before we even knew there was going to be a thing. God, Russell's good, isn't he?
Question the second.
Oh, Mince.
Electric Boogaloo.
The reptile room of questions.
What is the final line spoken in Aliens of London before the Next Time trailer?
Christ. I'd like to thank you all for wearing your ID cards. They'll help to identify the bodies.
Oh, he's good! That's correct. Have 1 point!
I got to say that out loud in a video and it was so much fun.
Question 3. In Dalek, how does the Doctor describe Davros?
Oh god, because it's literally like a really short line, isn't it? It's something like a mad king of his own little kingdom, something like that. Pass. What is it?
I'm going to give you that one.
What is it?
The Doctor refers to Davros as a genius, a man who is king of his own little world.
Yeah!
So I'm going to give you that one.
Because it doesn't say his name, he just says that, and everyone who's ever watched Davros story goes, oh, he's all about Davros.
2 points!
Ooh!
2 points!
2 points, my favourite 90s rapper.
What date? It's question the 4th, by the way.
Oh, tits. I thought it was question the 8.
Question 4.0.
Question resurrection.
Live free or question 4? What date?
Question 4 in the Goblet of Answers.
What date was Pete Tyler born on, as referenced in the opening line of Father's Day?
What date was Pete Tyler born on?
Yeah.
There's no way on heaven and earth I'm going to get this, so can I guess the month?
You can guess the month.
And if I get the month right, I get a point.
No.
If I get the month right, I at least get your respect.
You'll never get my respect. But I'll stroke your thigh. Lovingly.
Ooh, October?
Oh! Your thigh is safe for another day!
Oh.
No, he was born on the 15th of September, 1954!
I was a month off! Damn it! I guess I shan't be molested this eve.
Question 5.
Oh no!
Live free or question 5?
The Tom Baker of questions, because as we all know, Peter Cushing's canon.
A good day to question 5. At the start.
Oh, sorry, I was just going to make sure I don't die before question 5. In case anyone hasn't figured out, I'm a little unwell.
Is that a dog you've just coughed up? God. Fully grown, where are you keeping that?
Kill me. I know nothing of the sunlight.
Take it away. Question 5. At the start of The Empty Child, what does the psychic paper read about the Doctor?
Oh! The start of The Empty Child. So this is... When is it he first uses it then? I guess when he does he flash it in front of the crowd of people? He's an air raid inspector? Bomb inspector? Is that not when he first flashes it?
I don't know when he first flashes it, but that's not what it says.
What does it say?
Dr. John Smith, Ministry of Asteroids.
Yeah, well, he flashes it to the club because he's talking about how he's looking for something that fell out of the sky. That's right, he doesn't know it's a bomb because he doesn't know the Blitz yet, does he? Tit wrangles.
And finally, question 6, City Under Siege. Can you list all of the Bad Wolf spots that appear in Series 1? I'm looking for 10!
There's 10 of them!
And I apologise if I miss any in the list of answers. All the Bad Wolf spots in Series 1 in your own time.
Okay. Have you got them all listed there?
I've got them all listed here.
Cool.
In order of appearance.
Cool. The Big Bad Wolf, Gwyneth in Unquiet Dead.
Mm-hmm.
The Bad Wolf written in German on the side of the bomb at the end of Dr. Dances.
That's 2! We've got 2!
Bad Wolf graffiti in World War 3.
That's 3! We've got 3!
Bad Wolf graffiti on the playground. I don't know which episode, but there's Bad Wolf graffiti on like a kid's play park at some point. Is that one of them?
It's close, but I'm going to need you to be a little more specific.
It's on the playground in Father's Day? Or is it in Parting of the Ways, it's in the flash of Bad Wolf everywhere?
You got the episode right, but not the location.
But it's graffiti on like a brick wall somewhere.
It is graffiti, but for the sake of this question...
on the floor, it's on the tarmac.
The tarmac where?
Shit, it's near the Powell estate.
Yay!
Boom.
We've got
Okay.
4!
Fuck. The Bleidrug
Yep,
project.
that's
5. Bad Wolf TV in Bad Wolf.
Yep. Well, not in Bad Wolf, but...
Yeah, isn't it? Bad Wolf is the name of the... No, Bad Wolf TV is a station in Long Game. Bad Wolf is... What is it in... Is the name of the corporation, the company? The satellite... No, fuck. What is it? What is the name of the satellite in Bad Wolf and Point of the Ways?
Satellite 5.
Satellite 5. No. It's the game station. It was Satellite 5 in Long Game.
It's the game station.
But Bad Wolf is on the wall at some point, isn't it? Like, oh.
Why is it on the wall?
It's on the wall. That's a good question.
Why would Bad Wolf be on the wall of the game station?
Good question. I will get back to that one. My brain is frying.
You're there! You're so close, Christopher!
I know, it's there because it's, God, is it the name of the... Oh, it's not the name of the satellite all of a sudden. It's the game station.
It's not the name of the satellite. The game station is the satellite.
Is it the broadcasting company that now own the satellite?
Oh, very well done,
Hey!
Christopher! Okay,
How's
so you've got...
I've got 3 that I've not got. If there's 10, there's 3 I've not got.
There are three you haven't got.
I just died.
Do you think you've got the first one
Of the three?
of the
Of the
series?
remaining three? Oh, I thought it was Unquiet Dead, but it isn't. There is a Bad Wolf mentioned somewhere in End of the World.
Can you remember what it is?
Is it a line of dialogue? Someone says it. Yeah.
Do they?
No, is it written down somewhere? Is it? Oh, there's
Is
one where
it?
it's text on a piece of text somewhere. Is that in Unquiet in End of the World?
It is not.
Oh my God, Lewis, you're a bastard. I love this. Okay. But it is text in one of them somewhere.
It is text in one of them. I will.
Is that by any chance in?
I will push you in the right direction and say that out of the three you've left,
Yeah.
one is visual, two are dialogue.
Ooh, tit wangles. Oh God, this is tougher than I thought. Is Part Into the Ways one of these remaining episodes? Because I wouldn't count that considering it's the big reveal. Good. Okay. Okay. Is it typed into a search bar or something in Aliens of London? No. We already said the graffiti on the side of the TARDIS. TARDIS in World War III, didn't we?
Yep.
There's a mention of it in Dalek somewhere. Is that it's like tech? It's like sort of on the screen. It's just part of the garbled stuff.
It is not.
No, is it on one of the security feeds?
It is not.
So I'm thinking of the wrong episode. We already mentioned the Babel TV's a station in the long game, but is it also in the text on the thingy in the long game? No.
There's none of these double up. None of these episodes double up.
Okay, so they're all individual episodes. Right, so there's one in Rose that I don't know about, isn't there?
There is not one in Rose.
Oh, thank Christ! Okay, so End of the World. So End of the World, we've not got one in yet. Are we counting Aliens of London? We've done World War III.
World War III and Aliens of London, you've got.
Okay.
You've got them.
So End of the World, Dalek, Father's Day.
That's 3 episodes.
Oh, those are the 3 episodes I've not got it in yet. Oh, okay. Father's Day. Is it... Oh, where is it in Father's Day? Is there a mention of, like, fairy tales? Of, like...
No.
Kid's storybook or something?
You're way off.
You
were much closer with one you really get.
Father's Day. Graffiti in Father's Day as well.
But where?
It's the... Is that the kid? Is that the kids' playground?
No, it's not the kids' playground.
No, okay, because I was thinking about Baby Mickey. Father's Day. Is it somewhere on the street where Pete Tyler gets knocked down? Is it, oh God! Is it like it's one of the music posters, isn't it? Like is it all the posters on the wall?
He's scribbled on one of the music posters. Yeah.
Yeah, boom ting. Okay.
2 more.
Okay. So
You
the
can
end of
do
the
it,
world,
Chris. I
the end of the
believe
world,
in
and Dalek.
I believe
It's in the end of the world. There's some kind of digital text somewhere on the screen. It shows us garbled nonsense on the screen, so it's just amongst all the stuff.
Both the ones you've got left are both audio.
Oh right, fuck. Okay, never mind. I think that one that I'm thinking of is actually.
You're thinking of the long game.
Is that the long game? Yeah.
Bad
Oh, of
Wolf
course,
TV.
Bad Wolf TV, the logo. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought maybe I was thinking of Turn Left.
Maybe.
That's Street Art. Oh my God, this is right. Okay. In Dalek, is it the name of one of like just sort of the security, like the security team, like when they're barking out like what manoeuvres to take? No. Why am I thinking that? I'm not sure.
You're on the right lines.
Oh God! For the sake of entertainment, I need to stop shortly because this is going to get painful. This is normally where Chris Tarrant says, "We'll find out after the break."
We'll find out after the break.
Oh my God! Are there more questions after this one? By the
No,
way.
this is the last one.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's why I'm letting you sweat.
In Dalek, Dalek. Big old stinky Dalek balls.
Dalek. Mushroom.
Does Van Statten say it?
No.
I'm gonna have to pass on both of these. I can't for the life of me. recall any of them directly. I think I'm trying to make up
Doing
scenarios.
well. You did 8 out of 10.
Thank you, darling. What was the end of the world?
The box of Balhoun refers to the Bad Wolf scenario in the end of the world.
Okay.
Greetings and solicitations. I present to you the gift of bodily fluids.
Air from my lungs.
God, I love him.
Bad Wolf 1 descending is heard as a helicopter.
That's
landing
Van
in
Statten's
Dallas.
helicopter! Bad Wolf 1. Oh, no.
You're so close, Christopher.
As soon as you said Bad Wolf 1, I was like, helicopter. It's the freaking helicopter. Oh, dang. Oh, I'm still chuffed with that.
Thanks for participating and well done / I can't believe you were shit, Chris. Delete is applicable. Actually, no, I'm going to leave them both in because I think they're...
I can't believe you were well done, you shit.
I can't believe you were well done, you shit. I wanted medium rare!
Oh, that was good. Oh, do you know what?
I love that. That was good, Lewis. Thanks for that.
If any of you want to challenge us with a little quiz of sorts in the future, let us know. Make sure you say who the quiz is for in the email, then leave a load of spaces before you put the quiz, just to be sure.
Because when I click on one of your emails in the Gmail app, I can see the first, I can see a good chunk of your email. So, leave space if it's for me. Because I'm the person who checks all the emails.
Oh, or make the answers white, and then we can't see them unless we highlight them.
That's good. I like that. I like that.
Do you?
I do.
Do you like it well done or medium rare?
Medium rare. And
then it's
good night, sweetheart. That's all for me this week. I have a very juicy question.
Oh.
But I shall save it for next week.
Oh,
Tatty bye!
He gave us a cliffhanger.
Cheers,
He jerked us around, then he left us with blue balls.
Cliffhanger, that's a movie. It's not a very good movie. Have you seen it?
Nope.
You've not seen Cliffhanger?
Nope.
It's the Stallone movie. John Lithgow's the villain. It's great.
Is it great?
Yes.
Would you give it...
It's not good.
Oh.
No, it's not a good movie. It's great, though.
But would you give it Big Damn Love, our new video series over on YouTube? If you haven't seen it yet, go to the Big Damn channel on YouTube, Big Damn Love. There'll be another episode up shortly after this podcast, so get your eyes ready for that. If you want to hit us up during the week, Big Damn Cast on Twitter, BigDamnContact@gmail.com, and for the one of you who is following us home each night and sniffing our garbage, keep it up. It makes us feel loved.
Just knock on the door. See if you want a brew. It's fine.
We may give you dirty water in a flask, but still.
On the subject of Big Damn Love, do not forget there will be a new episode going up the Sunday after this episode hits. That is our new schedule. You get the Big Damn Cast Thursday night, Friday morning, and you get Big Damn Love on Sunday. This is only the beginning. But this is the end of the podcast. So, I was lying about something. Let's go, Christopher.
Look, it's going to be fine, alright? John Watson's a widower, Sherlock's off the drugs, and he's a bit more human. This is the start of the story, is what someone says when they're panicked that their show's not coming back. Right, goodbye, everyone.
This is the start of a story we'll never tell.
I'll never tell.
Not when I sew your mouth shut, you.
I love date night. It's a horrible movie.